This is just me. Why there is no in between. This ain't my scene, I'll beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. I state my dream, not in between. This ain't my scene, I'll beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. No in between. This is just me.
A sound, a style, a groove, a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have said what you're given. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm gone. I'm gone. So this is just me. It's a sound, it's a style, it's a groove, it's a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have said what you're given. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm 1 minute, then I'm This is just me. A sound, a style, a rhythm. No in between. I know you have said what you're given.
Hello, hello! Hi, Facebook! Hi, YouTube! It is amazing to be here with you again today. Oh my goodness, we have so many amazing people in the house today. This is going to be super exciting. So I am Nastine Buerta, and this is...
That would make me Peter Hingston.
We are the co-founders of Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven, and you are watching the Coffee Shop Conversation Show. This is where we gather real questions from entrepreneurs across the globe, and we get you real answers from our real entrepreneurs within the tribe. Today we are especially happy to be here because today we're going to have a slight little twist, because today we have an amazing guest with us. She is all the way from the UK, and her name is Caroline Hopton, and she is the portfolio manager at ACCOUNTEX. Caroline, hi, it's so nice to have you.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, cool. So, guys, before we continue, we're going to give Caroline just 5 minutes to talk to you about a very exciting event taking place next week. But before she does, I want you to click the like button, click on the comment, say hi to us, and click on subscribe because you don't want to miss any of our upcoming episodes. Okay, Caroline, so I heard that you have an absolutely amazing event planned for next week. Actually, I heard this because I'm speaking at it. It is called ACCOUNTEX Virtual Summit South Africa, and I was wondering if you want to tell our entrepreneurs a little bit more about the actual event and why they need to attend it.
Absolutely. And I did think you were about to say, we've got an absolutely fantastic speaker, and that's Nastine. So yes, Nastine, thank you so much for joining us for our program. We really appreciate that. We'd like to welcome as many people as possible who've got an interest in the finance and accounting space to join us next week, the 23rd to the 24th of June. We've got a 2-day program full of content. There are 15 presentations, 24 speakers. Our theme is technology, cloud, and change. There's so much going on. We've got speakers joining us from all over the place. And I think it's a great learning curve. This is actually the second virtual event that we've done in South Africa, or for the South African market. We did one last year that was incredibly popular and well supported. So yeah, we just like to invite as many people as possible to join us. It's going to be a great couple of days, and it's free to attend. And for those professional accountants, you also can claim CPD points.
Brilliant. I love that. I saw we can claim about 15 CPD points for attending if you're an accountant, right, Caroline?
That's correct. Yes, you get a CPD point for every presentation that you attend. Absolutely.
Awesome. Caroline, just tell me, is this only for accountants or are all entrepreneurs across the globe welcome?
All entrepreneurs are welcome. Anyone with any kind of interest in the finance space is welcome. We've got students joining us as well, which I always want to support the students coming up and through. They've got to learn from the best out there. And there are some really key presentations. We've got bookkeepers joining us, finance technicians, account managers, finance managers, entrepreneurs. We've got everybody joining us. So the more, the merrier.
Brilliant. I can't wait. And guys, I just wanted to say, so I absolutely adore these events, not only because I get to speak at them, but because of the actual networking that I get to do at the events. I mean, Caroline, would you say it's a good place to actually go and network?
I think it's a great place to make some contacts. I think it's a really great place. The speakers all want to hear from anyone that can attend. They're all very willing to put their contact details up there and invite people to contact them afterwards as well. I come from very much a live event background as well. We've got the physical events. And I think it can be harder sometimes virtually to replicate that atmosphere. But like, for example, what you're doing here today, this coffee shop idea, I think is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. And whilst most of us still working from home, it's such a nice way to stay connected. So yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for people to network always. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually think that this is an opportunity that people should not miss. Don't miss out. Even if it's just to claim your points. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out and go and make yourself some new, maybe accounting friends. It's always worth it to have an accountant on your side. Caroline, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And I am so happy to have you with us here on the show. You're going to be participating just as the rest of the tribe usually does in answering the questions for today. So that is absolutely incredibly exciting. Before we get going with the questions, and we have some real shockers for you guys today, so I hope you're excited. I just want to pull Chris up here and talk about another event that is actually taking place, and that is happening tonight at 6 GMT plus 2. Chris, what event could I possibly be talking about?
Well, you're definitely talking about something called speed networking, if you're not correct.
You are amazing. I didn't even prep you for this. Guys, I didn't prep him for this at all.
It's a great global event where you get to speed network on a whole new level in a way that's never been done before. It's a great new adventure and a great new way to do things. And actually the theme for today's coffee shop is great tools for entrepreneurs. And tell you what, having a really good network is one of the best tools you can have right now. So come join us tonight, 6 o'clock, GMT plus 2.
Amazing, guys. Your registration link for registering for ACCOUNTEX is in the description. It's already there. You have no excuse. Click on it, register. Your registration link for joining us tonight at Global Online Speed Networking is in the description. You have no excuse. Click on it, get your ticket. We will see you there. Okay, amazing. But without further ado, shall we get on to the actual questions of the show? Okay, guys, so the way this works is we have all the most amazing entrepreneurs from across the world, different industries on the screen right now. I mean, you can see them, right? Okay, so we have marketing, we have writers, we have business coaches, freaking everything. And you asked us to ask them these very important questions. What we're going to do is ask them, if you want to answer a question, tribe members, you please need to put up your heart emoji in the screen on the left, just like this. Put up the heart. Me and Peter will then cue the hearts. Whoever puts up their heart first gets to answer for sure. And after that,
sometimes it's quite difficult to see who goes up first because it's a bit of a race.
So we'll cue and control the answers from there. So remember, if you want to answer the question, put up those hearts. Yeah?
And not to worry, everyone will get their turn.
Okay, there's a lot of people, Peter, so make that happen.
Oh, I'm gonna make this happen. Lizzie, this is especially for you, so let's see what comes out of the jackpot. Okay. The question that Lizzie asks is, what is the one most powerful marketing tool for entrepreneurs and why? Oh, Chris, Stephen,
Brilliant. Let's go with Stephen Westwood. Guys, when you answer, please remember at the end of your answer, tribe members, you need to say your name and where you're from, right? That is your reward for answering. The people get to see you and your company. Okay. Stephen, go for it.
Okay, so the most potent marketing tool you have is word of mouth. It's a form of social proof. From a psychological perspective, humans are inherently social beings. So they like to know that they can trust what they are buying. They like to know that they can trust what they are investing in. So when it comes to purchasing anything, especially in the online space, it is your social proof. It is word of mouth. It is your reviews. It is your testimonials. It is your case studies. It is so powerful that I believe it's 92% of people who purchase things online will do so after they have read reviews or had a personal recommendation from a friend or colleague. So, yeah, that's my number one tool that any business can have. I'm Stephen Westwood from SPW Copywriting. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thank you, Stephen. And by the way, his social proof does work. Ask him about his social proof sales ebook. Right, Stephen?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Brilliant. Okay, next up, let's hear from Chris Colby.
So with marketing and the access to information nowadays, it doesn't actually have to be this dark, daunting task that needs to take place. It makes no sense. So the best thing that you can do is actually learn some of the basic principles and concepts and pillars that make up what marketing is. And then reach out to a really good network, having a good network of people to support you. Find somebody that you trust and they can work with you as a specialist on the marketing. You know, the days of entrepreneurship where you had to wear 50 hats in a day is not really as applicable these days. You can actually collaborate and work with a lot of great specialists around the world who can help you. So get that basic information. It's freely, easily available online. You can do 1 or 2 quick courses, learn some of the basics so that you know what they're talking about, and find that trusted partner that can do that very strategic rollout of your overall marketing, and somebody who understands your business and industry. That's something that's very, very important. That's it for me, Chris Colby from Live to Dream.
Love it. Thank you so much, Chris. Find your marketing partner. I really, really like that answer.
Because that's what we did.
That is what we did.
That's
Although
what
we have more than one. That is amazing. Okay. Next up, shall we hear from Tasha Cole? Tasha, you're looking lovely.
Thank you. I've got a bit of a persona going on. Okay, so my greatest tool is, I would say, really focus on your brand messaging and building trust with your audience. So kind of stepping on to a little bit what Chris said, I think. I would definitely work on your value that you're bringing your target audience, and research and trust. So research, knowing your SEO keywords that you're going for. So because at the end of the day, if you're providing answers to what questions people are searching for, then you are attracting the right target audience and you can really niche down with that. So your biggest tool is really keyword SEO, but also knowing that you are delivering that brand value in forms of video and writing content, YouTube or blogging, of course. And that's kind of what I do. And I wouldn't even go into anything else, because at the end of the day, if you're not someone like Stephen, who is great with one-to-ones and a networker, which, yes, it is great to network, but I know a lot of YouTubers that have been introverts, and even myself, I can be an introvert, which is weird. Yes, I know. But I even struggle sometimes. So for me, I prefer to talk to a camera or write in a blog, and that for me works for me. So this is just one of those tools you can add to the pot and you can see what works for you. My name is Tasha from KIF Media Hub, turning your passion into a career with online monetization.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tasha. Going for the keywords. I really like that.
I like the mention of value.
Yeah, so does Stephen. Oh no, he doesn't. Sorry guys, I'm just watching the chat. Stephen Westwood says, I hate the word value. It's easy to get too hyper-focused on it. I see it all too often.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. Okay, cool. Guys, you're going to murder me, but who else had their hearts up? Yes, Marlon. Of course you
And
did.
Janine.
And Janine. Epic. Thank you so much. Okay. Mr. Super Sales. Mr. Olympian. Guys, did you know that Marlon is an Olympian? I just had to say that. Not in marketing, in judo, but it's kind of the same thing, isn't it, Marlon?
It is. It's a different type of judo. Yeah, it's an awesome question, and I think for me, and what I've seen a lot, and what I work with every single day, is that brands, regardless of how big you are, need to own your message. Tasha was talking a lot about it, and what I've seen is that if so many entrepreneurs get asked, what do you do? And most people get stuck right there. It's like, oh, I do a lot of things, it depends on when you ask me, it's just, that's what a lot of people do. And if you're not clear on that message, you're really losing out. So, and it's so simple. Like if you can just take it down a notch and just say, what does everybody in the organization, or if you're a little JV, does everybody say the same thing? And just a simple, clear message about what you do and how you help people can be a massive tool to marketing your business well. And I'm Marlon August from Story Advantage.
Well, this process we happen to know a lot about.
Yeah, because we were probably the person he was referring to when he said he asks people what did they do, and we're like, we like what we do, we love our tribe, and Marlon's like, what do you do? Just tell me. Yeah, so Marlon, that is a fantastic answer. I mean, we see it so often, like, marketing can really be that simple. Like when someone asks you, what do you do? Make sure you have the answer.
Well, I mean, you can't put your messaging out there, or clear messaging, to attract the right clientele or audience if you don't know what your message is. Mm-hmm. So finding out what that message is points back to the beginning, where it's your values, like Tasha mentioned, and then we actually utilized Marlon's services in regards to refining our message. And it even started with our values as to who we were as people, because our values are our company's values. Mm. So that was quite a process.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure everybody gets the message now.
Definitely. Okay, cool. Let's hear next up from Janine. Hi, Janine. You're looking amazing.
Hi, thank you so much. It's such an awesome question. For me personally, the best marketing tool is networking. It's one word, but oh my gosh, how powerful is it once you're in the right networking place? And being part of Explore ProTech and the tribe it opens up so many doors. Even if there's not a door, the tribe will open it up for you. That's amazing. That is so amazing. And the reason for that is you guys become the marketing team. You guys become the ears and listening out without being hectic about it. And being real is the best thing. So get a network that fits with you, not the other way around. Listen to that very carefully. Get a network that fits with you. I'm Janine from Jelani Sales, cold calling made warm.
I don't know how she does it.
How she does what?
Makes cold calling warm.
I know. I mean, she's her. Have you met Janine?
No, I met Janine. I'm just saying. It's like a little side note.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Janine. Find a tribe that fits with you, not the other way around. I so adore that. And I'm so happy one of you mentioned networking, because obviously it's like for the longest time it's been our only way of marketing.
So you're calling me a tool?
Oh, not live on YouTube. Okay, guys, that was some freaking fantastic answers. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Are you going to read
It's
it?
all yours.
Okay, this one is from Crystal.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. If I'm not mistaken, this is close to our hearts.
Well, it's the same name as my dad's name, but
Okay.
I think it's a different Crystal.
And let's hope so.
Okay. Okay, guys, so the question from Christoph is, how do events like ACCOUNTEX and global online speed networking create opportunities for marketing for entrepreneurs?
Hmm.
Oh, I love that. So many hearts. Okay, let's go. Chris.
All right. So never underestimate the power of a single conversation that you have with somebody. And in an event like this, you're getting it's almost like being able to walk into a bar and being allowed to have a conversation with every single person who's attended or there at the bar. And you never can know what the power of a single conversation can be and what can come from it. I've had instances where there's been a conversation around a new type of energy generation using biomes in the soil. There's a company who's looking for companies that's doing research into it so that they can invest to develop it because that's their target areas. I just happened to mention that to somebody, and the next thing they might actually be working together on a really good project. And you had the two needs. The one had the funding that they wanted to give, and the other one needed the funding to finish the research and development. But either way, you can never underestimate the power of a conversation with any single person. Now you're doing that in a ramped up, hyper environment where you're allowed to talk to so many people, have so many different conversations. And 9 times out of 10, always something good will come from that conversation. And that is the beauty of attending a huge event like that. I'm Chris Colby from Live to Dream.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chris. And I'm so happy we're talking about this actually. So, Christoph, thank you so much for this question. I think a lot of people actually miss the networking opportunities that surround like a beautiful virtual summit like ACCOUNTEX or even the global online speed networking. Like they so underestimate the power that is in meeting up with those people, meeting up with those contacts. Like, if you're looking for opportunities for your business, like I promise you now, the only place you're going to find them is in other people. People are opportunities.
You can think of it like gold mining. The more conversations you have, the more you dig, the more gold you're going to find. And if you're looking for that nugget, start those conversations. And if your message is clear and you're having those conversations, you're going to meet people that are like-minded, because they're at an event that is for like-minded people. So you're putting yourself into a position where you're going to meet people that are going to be beneficial to you, and you're also going to meet people that you can be beneficial to, and which is key.
I am super excited because one of our networking champions put up her heart. Linda, looking at you. Can you tell us, how do events like ACCOUNTEX and global online speed networking create opportunities for marketing for entrepreneurs?
I'm laughing because I didn't put my heart up.
Well, you did now, Linda.
But I was, it was a virtual, mysterious, magical heart that wasn't
We
there.
connected that way.
You just like heart to heart. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity anyway, Nestine. So, of course, I'm a huge believer in networking as well. I've been doing it ever since and before I started my business in 2019, realizing that it was the one major way to meet people. And I'm sure I've told the story before, but when I was back in the banking world, the only people I knew were banking people and a couple of friends and most of my family. When I started a business, none of those people were relevant in the sense of being able to help me start my business, continue the business, or even be clients. So it was absolutely vital to meet new people. And sometimes as an introvert myself, no, you guys don't believe me, it is difficult to put yourself out there, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, and I'm going to just put that on the table. It can be very overwhelming to meet dozens of people. But like Chris said, you just never know where that conversation may lead. However, the one caveat I'm putting on the whole thing, because it can just be one of the first networking events I went to, I collected tons of business cards, drank coffee, walked around, looked at every stage, and did nothing afterwards. So the key is to do something afterwards, and don't wait for the other person to do it. If anybody captivated your attention, call them and set up a follow-up meeting. Even if it was just a small captivation, you thought they said something interesting, I'd like to find out a little bit more. That's the key to networking success, not attending networking events only, but following up on them afterwards.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much, Linda. That was a beautiful answer.
Linda Dent, Just Ask Linda Business Coaching, valued insights, focused action.
Epic! Mic drop.
How's that for clear messaging?
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
That's pretty clear.
Thank you, Linda. I am seeing everyone is commenting on your non-blonde. Let's just put it out there. You're looking amazing, Linda. We like you like this. You look fantastic.
So you're no longer in the band?
No, she's not
a four non-blonde.
Well,
the four non-blondes. Yes, I know that band. Yeah, I've still got the grey though. I've got my what's that movie that's out now? I've got my Cruella look.
I love that. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, cool, guys. That is Networking Made Simple from Linda Dent. I think it's a very valuable point. Lots of people that we actually meet still tell us how useless networking is, believe it or not. And we're like, we built our whole business this way. But the thing is, if you do what Linda said, like you go drink the coffee, collect the business cards, and then don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. Same as with any other marketing. Like if you print all the flyers in the world and then keep them on your desk and then don't do anything with them.
Yeah, and also like Janine said earlier, there are different networking events out there, and they're all different. Their style, the people, the type of people, the dynamic, the flow. If you attend an event and it's not for you, find a different. It's going to be different. They're all going to be different. Don't go to one event and think, oh, well, that's what they're like, and I give up, and it's not for me. Find one that works for you.
Love it. Okay, next up, let's hear from one of our most strategic networkers, and also the person that is planning our women's only high tea event coming up in August. Rita, I want to know from you, how do events like ACCOUNTEX and Global Online Speed Networking
and high teas
create opportunities for marketing for entrepreneurs?
Christine, thank you so much. From my perspective, and I'm coming out of the accounting world as well, and I made a huge return. And as accountants, originally, you just locked into your own little world. And I had no idea what it is to network. But the moment that I allow myself out there to network, things changed. My ability to sit and listen to what you're saying, and I'm not sure, was it Tasha or Chris who said, it's that nugget that comes out of there. Linda as well, that one thing that stick with you. Follow that up. But what I also do know is that opportunities are there, and sometimes they get delivered to your front door, but you need to make them work. That is as simple as what it is. You need to make them work. And sometimes it also is just do it. Just get stuck into it and just do it and work it. And you would be amazed what is coming out of it. It just opens up so many other doors, you know. And maybe you in your circle of networking, you pick up someone is looking for a sanitizer, and you know a guy that does organic sanitizing, and it's not these alcohol stuff that burns the hell out of your hands when you put it on. And sometimes it's not just for yourself. It is for your network. It is for the people around you. And then word of mouth comes into it. And then it spreads like a wildfire. Rita Skuman, coaching with heart, nimble, unassuming, independent.
Love it.
Actually, Rita, I really love that. And I'll tell you why. We have met some of the most amazing people from around the globe. And we've met some not so amazing people from around the globe. We won't mention any names because we don't do that. Or should we? No. We won't do that. But the difference between people that arrive at a networking event because they are there to make sales, they are there to do business, they are there to get money, it doesn't work. Don't do that. You're ruining it for the rest of us. People that arrive that are there to get to know people, get to build relationships, if they are there with the understanding, like Rita said, it's not just about you. If you can link two other people together so that they can do business, you are building your network, you are building relationships. You end up becoming the person that both of those people will turn to in their time of need. That is the power of networking. So I really like that twist on the end, Rita, where you mentioned it's not about yourself. And if you approach networking with that mentality, then you are going to build stronger relationships, because the more you focus on other people, because you're literally there to serve. What can I do for you? And that is when people are going to want to either utilize your services or refer other people to you. If you're there just to steal as much business as you can and run away with it,
it never works.
It doesn't work.
Not long term, it doesn't work. Okay, awesome. Now, since we have like the amazing treat of having her on the show, should we actually ask like the coordinator of ACCOUNTEX, you know, what's the benefit?
I don't know. Do you think she's got something valuable to say? I think so.
Caroline, please can we hear from you? How do events like ACCOUNTEX create opportunities for marketing for entrepreneurs?
Thank you. I mean, this is an answer. I mean, this could go on for hours, this kind of question, because there's so many answers. And I think all the answers that everyone's given so far, I don't know if you saw me enthusiastically nodding, but yes, absolutely. I encourage everyone to listen to these guys. They're experts. But I think really for me, when I'm putting on an event, one of the things I'm doing is I'm putting the cream of the crop speakers together. I'm putting the experienced people, the people that know what they're doing. These guys have lived it, they've tried it, they've tested it, and now they're speaking about it. If you're attending a virtual event, I'm putting you together with them. And you've got the opportunity. It's a point of reference at the end of the day. We've got social media. You could contact them afterwards and say, hey, I saw you the other day presenting at ACCOUNTEX, thought you were amazing. And it's a starting point. It's not a cold call because you've just listened to them. We've put you in touch. So you must utilize that. And I'd say to anybody, whether you're going to a physical event or not, you are marketing your brand and yourself and your business every second of every day, whether you know it or like it or not. I just encourage the best people I see out there who come to my shows are the ones who don't just go and grab a business card. I know we were talking about that earlier. They don't just take it home and shove it on their desk. They take the business card, they go up to that person, they shake their hand. You've got a common interest. At the end of the day, if you're coming to an event, say for ACCOUNTEX, you've got a common interest already. That's there. We've provided that. You're coming together. So the person on the other end of that, if they see your enthusiasm, if they see your commitment, if they see you just wanting that meeting. I mean, people contact me that I have no idea who they are. And they say, I know you, Caroline, because I know you do this event. I think this could be great for me. Would you fancy a one-to-one? I've done so many of those recently. It might not come to anything right now, but because there's a common bond and a common interest. So I just say, work it. You know what? You go to an event, you work it. You use the chat function, you get involved, you ask the speaker a question, you just work it and be remembered. And that, you know what, that will open up doors, it'll open up people, your network will grow, and the opportunities will come. They won't all turn into opportunities, but they will come. I hope that was all right. Sorry, Caroline Hobden from ACCOUNTEX. Thank you.
That was epic, Caroline. I freaking love that. And I mean, let's be honest, we are only here today together because we reached out and we had that one-on-one, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, like, I just have to, I did tell everyone, I think, but I still can't believe that you're speaking to me. But I mean, like, I reached out and it's working. And I mean, like, after that, I was like, well, if this will work, like, I'm going to reach out to all the other speakers at the event as well, because why not? They might just turn out to be just as nice as Caroline.
Can I say one thing on that, Nestine? And this is not a self-appreciation society, I promise, but you know, you reached out to me, your energy, you know, the both of you, your energy just comes, it jumps out through the screen. And that makes me want to talk to you. That makes me want to engage with you. And I think all the people, I think all the people watching at home will pick up on this energy and they want to be a part of it. So you are at the moment giving a masterclass to other people in how to conduct themselves, and obviously the whole tribe panel as well. I mean, everyone's got it in buckets. It's wonderful to see, and it's a joy to be part of. Well,
we're trying to bottle it and sell it.
Thank you, Caroline. That is awesome. Caroline thinks I'm awesome. Oh, this is brilliant, guys. I love today. Today is one of my favorite shows. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think that was some freaking fantastic comments from our very extra special guest from ACCOUNTEX. So guys, if you haven't been motivated yet, oh my goodness, I think you are motivated now. Go click on the link in the description. You don't have an excuse. Register for ACCOUNTEX. Buy your ticket to our global online speed networking event. Be there. Bring yourself. Bring your chat function. Get involved and work it. Like Caroline said, work it, baby. Work it. Okay, awesome. Before we go, we actually have time for one extra question. So my question for you guys is, what is it that keeps you motivated during this week as an entrepreneur? What is the one thing that keeps you motivated during this week as an entrepreneur? And I think let's hear from Megan. We haven't actually heard from her yet today. So let's start with her
today, but we do know that she is motivated.
She is super motivated. So let's hear from Megan.
Thanks, Nestine. I think number one for me is always, you guys know this, I'm an advocate for passion. And first up, if you wake up in the morning and that's missing, then your day is not going to run. And it's the first thing you need to be bringing with you, and it's the last thing that you need to be thinking about before you go to bed at night. So that's just my take on it. Passion, it just creates everything that needs to follow. And Megan speaking from Megan Creative, copywriting and content creation. Thank you.
Awesome.
Love it. Thank you so much, Megan.
Megan, if I'm not mistaken, and I know I'm not, because we had this conversation earlier in the week, but did you not hit a point during the course of this last week where you hit a moment of inspiration?
Peter, that was on Wednesday morning, and I literally am still gushing. I am recording myself, I am writing, I am blogging, I am just flowing. So yes.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, watch that space, because big things are going to happen.
Super big things. Thank you, Megan. That was amazing. Okay, let's hear next up from Janine. What is it that keeps you motivated this week as an entrepreneur?
You know what? It comes back to networking, because the reason I'm saying that is because of all the networking I'm doing. I am planting seeds wherever I am going, and Caroline mentioned it as well, that it might not be. And at the right time, the leaves will fall right into my lap for my entrepreneurship to just be phenomenal. So planting those seeds is what's motivating me, knowing that the future stuff is going to happen, baby. It's going to happen. Janine from Jelani Sales.
Thank you, Janine. I'll tell you guys, by the way, what made me super motivated this week. It was spending tribe tea time with Janine as the quiz master for the evening. I mean,
yes, that was epic.
That was freaking
That was epic.
fantastic. I think she's like a walking dictionary of positive affirmations.
Actually,
Just like on the fly. Amazing.
For those of you that are out there that don't know what Tribe Tea Time is, our networking group as a group has a tribe get together, which we call Tribe Tea Time. So that kind of explains what it is. And in that Tribe Tea Time, we are either doing some training together or we are doing a number of things. And last week just happened to be a quiz. And we have fun together, and that's how we build relationships. Just for those of you that don't quite understand what it was.
Okay, awesome. Later, I'm going to take one more heart to tell us what keeps you motivated this week. Mr. Marlon.
If I'm not mistaken, his heart was up.
And then, Mo, we asked and you said yes. So we will be ending off with our Economic Warriors poem. I think this is about the 1500th time that we pressured her into doing this live on the show.
But we get blown away every time.
Every single time. So you guys are in for such a treat. I'm so happy we're going to be able to wrap up with this. But before we do, let's hear from Mr. Super Sales. What keeps you motivated?
Thanks for the question. What keeps me motivated is actually just routine. I'd be surprised. Because sometimes, you're going and you're doing things even in routine, and it gets boring, or it gets like really hard. Things just don't work. But there's a lot of safety in doing good routines, like just things like maybe just you exercise, maybe you wake up early in the morning and have that coffee and you're just focusing on something that you want. Whatever it is that you just need to have great routines that keeps you focused on where you want to go. And for me, that has been like my saving grace when stuff gets hard, which it does as an entrepreneur. So it's really just get a routine that really works for you. Find things that you really love to do them in between those hard times, and just keep going at it. And that's Marlon August, and I'm from Story Advantage.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marlon. And I know you're just like me. You're like super unstructured. So I did not expect that answer. But I'm really happy it's working for you. I'm going to keep with the unstructured thing. We'll see how it turns out.
Not by choice. We will not go to the structured thing by choice. It's because we just have never figured out how to be structured ever.
Maybe Marlon can teach us.
The thing is we have a certain amount of chaos in our, an organization in our chaos. So I just think like if there's just that simple thing, wake up in the morning. I know some people meditate, other people do other things, but at the end of the day, just find that thing that you really like to do that switches you off or that switches you on, and just do it regularly. And it just gets the energy going.
Love it. Thank you, Marlon. Thank you, guys. This has been such a freaking valuable show with so much incredible tips. And I am, for one, I'm feeling super motivated. I think halfway through this morning, I was like, oh my goodness, we have the show. And then we're staying up until how late with the networking. And now I'm feeling yay, networking. This is going to be fun. Okay, so thank you so much for that. No, seriously, thank you, Tribe. You've just made my day, all of you.
And after Mo has shocked us all and wowed us, and the show ends, we all get to stick around for an after the show chat.
Yeah.
Which you guys get to miss because you're not part of the tribe. Oh,
We need to fix that.
we need to fix that.
There's a link in the description. You can join the tribe, but you have to come through me and Peter first. We need to interview you, but the link is there. You can make the booking. Okay, cool. So before we start with Mo, I just want to remind you tonight is the Global Online Speed Networking event at 6 GMT plus 2 time. The link in the description. Come and join us. Next week on the 23rd and 24th is ACCOUNTEX. It is free to attend. Link in the description. Click, register, be there, come network. And then if you like this content and this show makes your week every single week like it does ours, click like, subscribe, comment, say hi, get involved, work it, baby, work it, and we'll see you every single week, same time, same place, okay? But for now, let's go to our voice of Africa, Mo Malele, slam poet.
What it do? Hectic, the voice of Africa. I should TM that. Can you hear me? Is my audio good? I hope my connection survives. All right, so I'm just gonna go into it. I feel like I'm like the resident poet for this coffee shop show, but this is, so this poem is called Economic Warrior. It's by an entrepreneur for entrepreneurs, inspired by entrepreneurs and small business owners. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here goes, Economic Warrior. Chaos creates opportunity for those who can see with impunity, the ones who can hear past the noise and see through the toys, the ones who carry the economy in their hearts and wear it on their sleeves. They bleed so the rest of us can eat, not ruled by greed because they understand that we all lose if they cheat. They stand at the forefront of the fire and bear the brunt of the heat. They don't crowdsource their self-esteem through tweets. Instead, they plant seeds and know they'll never fully reap what they sow, but the trees will grow, the wind will blow, and change will show. This is for you. Yes, you, the economic warrior, stone cold soldier, tenacious small business owner, economic organ donor, who walk on water even when ye are of little faith. They power through the pain, push through the rain, go against the grain. They break through chains, work through strain, never cower, faint, or fade. They take pride in what they have made, the sacrifices laid, and the lives they have changed. They talk when their voices are shaking. They walk when blinded by the unknown. They act when paralyzed by instability. They bet on themselves even when the odds are against them. They put their best foot forward despite their rejection. They work through loss and grief even when they've spent the night crying themselves to sleep. They listen to things unsaid, read a room like reading a book because they check for a pulse first. They hear before they are heard, feel before they are felt, care for before they are cared for. They carry the weight of the world on their shoulders so we don't have to. This is for you, yes you, the magic makers, path creators, seers in the dark, the risk takers, innovators, inventors, future demonstrators, vision generators, the builders of something from nothing, the finders of beauty in ugly, the diamonds in the rough, the job producer, livelihood giver, food on the table putters. Remember that Nelson Mandela spent 27 years of his prime in one place, but was somehow still walking towards freedom, which is to say, real progress is not always physical, but sometimes spiritual, mental. Remember that you are stronger than you think, that your shoulders are broader, your stride is longer, your voice is louder than you think, so you can handle whatever life throws at you. Remember that the world needs you, that you are at the center of all of the answers to all of the questions the world has. And as lonely as it feels or gets, remember that you are never alone. There's an army of soldiers, a legion of warriors, a pride of lions, a gaggle of geese, a soar of eagles, a family of lovers, a gang of motivators, investors, and supporters, rooting and cheering you on every step of the way. So keep on keeping on, because in you lies a passion that can ignite the world, a power that can unite it, and a purpose that can and will change it for everyone. This for you, my economic warrior. Thank you.
Oh, it gets me every time.
Mo, thank you so much. I cannot wait until you actually publish that single. Please just publish it so we can have it. It's freaking fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm in studio. I'm actually in studio in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna hash out like 2 or 3 tracks in like one day. Just go 2-part on it, and like whip out like a full EP one day, hopefully. But yeah, I'm actually working on the beats and the vocals and everything. So in a couple of weeks there'll be something to release.
Well, that to me
Yes, Marlon.
is a global message. That's a global message.
It for sure is, and it gets me every time.
Yeah.
Goosebumps all the way. Thank you so much, Mo. Thank you for that. I think that is our show for today, guys. This has been freaking incredible. Thank you so much for being here with us. And as Mo said, thank you for being our economic warriors. Thank you for being our economic organ donors. You keep on believing in you. We believe in you. We believe in each other. And you know what, entrepreneurs, they're the people that are going to save the global economy. So let's do it.
That's our tagline. One small business at a time.
One small business at a time. Let's save the global economy. Okay, guys, tribe members, stay for the backstage chat. Those of you that have been watching on YouTube and Facebook, we love you, and we will see you again next time. Same place, same time. Bye.